And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Father.
Year.
And if everybody else comes, they come. So uh first off, how you been, Father?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay. Um shoot. Yo, you've heard of the game South of Midnight, right?
Yes. I was even
Okay.
supposed to get it, but some shit came up.
Okay. So you think okay, and this wasn't on my topic, but I did see it kind of like sparking up lately that like there's people that kind of like ruin games just because they got black leads and DEI. Do you feel like they're doing it for like games like this?
Honestly, Ray, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. It's a game and I'm gonna play it, and that's it. I don't really give a fuck about what other this bullshit. And I'm like, nigga, you niggas play Call of Duty and Battlefield and all that stupid shit, and they be having nothing but political shit in there. So I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. Motherfucking Mortal Kombat has politics in it. Stop it.
I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree with you, but it's just that I've been having this argument since or debates, and it's just like because I guess because Sweet Baby Inc is behind it, and it was like since when is that has stopped um anybody from wanting to play a game? If it looks good, then it looks good, but it seems like people now just like they don't want to go behind it because of the developers or some shit like that. But I've been and like I told people I've seen y'all like support people that done worse things and yet y'all still listen to their music. So why should this be different? Oh shit, good shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. So all right. Um. Okay. On to the rest. We got 1 week of WrestleMania. So I what I know I've been asking this every week, but you know, it's just like, has the build up in it changed for you, or are you still just waiting for the show?
I mean, it's gotten better. I'll say that. That's about it. It's gotten better.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see at the show because I'm sad that Kevin Owens is gonna miss this fucking WrestleMania because Kevin Owens' heel turn has been cooking.
Yeah, I'm sad about that too. It's like even like for Randy Orton because that's his 20th WrestleMania, and it's just like you could tell like this one means something to him, and you could tell it means something to like all the old heads like John Cena, and Randy Orton. I think I'm done. Yep. Yeah, you can tell it means something to them all, like John Cena and Randy Orton to them because they've been there. This is like John Cena's last WrestleMania and Randy Orton's 20th, so you can tell they want to do something, and it's in Vegas, so I feel like they're really trying to get something popping with this one. Okay, so all right, on to some of the topics. Uh, this one's a do you care? Do you care about the interview like Carrie Hilson had with the Breakfast Club about her career?
Never seen it. And I didn't even know she was on there.
Okay, she was on there and they was explaining. She was kind of like they asked her about like how like you know beefing with Beyonce kind of fucked up their career, and basically she was basically like that was a diss song. She didn't even want to write it. She didn't like Polo the Dawn, which like her producer kind of forced her to write it, and that's why she got killed on Twitter a long time ago and never really kind of like gotten gotten her career off because of that. It ruined her career actually. So and like
She could have said no.
She could have said, I guess I don't. You're right. You're right.
I'm sorry. You a grown ass woman. You could have said no. Because my thing is, like, even if you was looking at it as at a business thing, like, bruh, that's Beyonce. Hello. Like, going against Beyonce is pretty much career suicide. Like, you did not need anyone to tell you that.
My question is, why did Polo the have beef with Beyonce in the first place? And the second part is like both, because she was like she co-wrote that, and Esther Dean, the woman who made Drop It Low Girl, she kind of like co-wrote that, even though she gave an apology. But the weird part is, like, both of them like worked with Beyonce after that. So what was the point of killing someone's career? We both of y'all don't work with her after that. So that was kind of like sad. But I agree with you. Well, I'm gonna agree with you. Like, you're a grown ass woman, so like, why would you let um other people dictate your career like that?
She could have said no. That's all I'm saying.
Good grab.
You literally could have said no.
Okay. All right. Fuck. I'm surprised you played T-Hawk here and not Lillian 6. That's another weird thing. Like, you play T-Hawk here and you play him well. It's just that I've been a Makoto player for like the longest, and but I'm surprised you never really tried Lily. It's like you never, but I don't think you really like 6 like that, right? You don't like 6.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I don't play it well.
That's fair. So shoes. Like, we kind of like mentioned this off air, but we might as well say here. How you feel that like everybody's like going back to older games now? Some of the new games has been disappointing people,
I'm
especially
going
in the fighting
to
game community.
I'm going to quote one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and he said this: "Fickle,
Dang, Brian.
fickle." Listen, Ray, these niggas, these were the same motherfucking niggas. Like, when a new game comes out, they be so hyped, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de woo. And then as soon as some shit happens that they don't like, they'll be the first ones to fucking turn on the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, like, because niggas, there's plenty of niggas that still play the old games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, hey, maybe my character's in here. Maybe I just have a good time with the game. And now you're telling me that a fucked up patch is why you're playing a lot of these games that you used to have fun with? Like, bruh, I just played a game because I like the game. I don't need a game to be shitty for me to go back to another game. That's why I say fickle, because it's like, as soon as they fix whatever problem that you have with the game, you're going to be going back there like nothing happened. You're fickle. It's some fickle shit. I'm sorry. It's hella fickle.
Good shit. I damn, just like I agree with you as well, because I remember like we was in our Discord, and they was like, "Why are you playing 5? I like 5."
I like 5.
It was like,
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
need
5?
no other
Y'all was
reason to
playing it
play
all that
5. I like
time. Now
5.
we can't play it. Like, come on, stop.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I tell people I actually did not have a problem with 5. I know a lot of people say 5 is the worst one. I don't think 5 is the worst one. Tell you the truth, I don't think all of them are bad, but if you ask me, in my opinion, the worst one, I always say 4. But I again, it didn't click to me until Ultra, and then like with my character, she was never bad, but it was just like I don't know. I couldn't get used to mechanics because I was still on third, and then once I got into it now, and then when they put Makoto in, it was just like it's like Lethal Shooter. I understand now. it's like it's like I understand now. But shit. But sometimes I even play dead games. Like I tell everybody, I play a dead game just because I like it. Like Third Strike is still like my favorite game of all time, and I go back to that. It's a dead game, and like no one plays it. My favorite game is Sonic Heroes, and like a lot of people say that game is bad, and even I tell you, people like that game has its faults, but I still have fun with that game.
Same.
Like, oh, good. I keep forgetting this motherfucker got reach.
I also have fun with that game.
Yeah, yeah, and like I'm not going to and I'm not going to play a game just because another game is dead. I understand I'm not a competitor, but and I'm more or less of a casual, but at the same time, it's just like I'm not going to follow the crowd just because it's game. I have these games like even though like four is not my favorite, I still play it, and I'm kind of like decent at it. Like, and I hate MKX. Not as much as like the other ones though, but I was never a fan of never but MKX is like out of all the other MK, that's the one I play the most because it's the one like they forced me to get good at. But it's I'm no slouch in that one either. Good fucking best one.
I don't know why you dashed in my face.
Because I'm me. because of that, and I wasn't expecting you to wake up. But yeah, I was like, they had to force me to learn it, but I understood why. Like, goddamn, like, um,
Nah, I mean,
damn.
my thing is like, bruh, I don't play video games for clout. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
I play video games because video games are fucking fun. You know, sometimes I'll pop in Tekken 2 just because I like the soundtrack. You know, like, bruh, I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need the latest game to play games. You know how many games have come out in the last fucking 30 years? I'm not finna crash out because the game I like the most isn't working right.
good shit.
Let me hit you with this Indian style real quick.
Indian style, PGNITT. But yeah, I'm the same way. I play Tekken 7. One, because my main is not in Tekken 8, Lei Wulong. And two, I didn't have like that vitriol hate for Tekken 7 like a lot of people did, which I never understood why, because I was like, this is not a bad game. And I told everybody, I don't think Tekken 7 was a bad game. That everybody was like, and they was complaining the fuck out of that until like now everybody's going back to 7. Some people went back to 5. Hell, some people even went back.
And like 5 used to piss me the fuck off. But you want to know what I liked about 5 the most? It was just
What?
a very well designed game. It was a well designed game. I will never take that shit away from it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was rough in the beginning. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I feel like all the characters look good. The music slaps.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like from a design standpoint, I feel like they nailed it, and I feel like Street Fighter 6 is kind of like a step back, especially when it comes to the music.
Especially when it
So
comes to
it's like,
music.
bruh, you know, as soon as they fucking announced the fucking classic music packs, niggas just started using that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like right now, the way people are glazing these older games, they're not glazing them or going back to them for a genuine reason. You're only doing it to throw a fucking temper tantrum because the latest game that you're playing that you pay $70 for ain't working right. And it's like,
Also,
I
shout
mean,
out to
I
Smug.
understand it, but at the same time, that's not the reason why I'm going to go back to an old game.
Shout out to Smug because Smug. I usually see Smug, and Smug he'll play for, but it's not because
Force his
like
game.
it forces game. And shoot, you know, hell, even Justin Wong, he'll play anything, but shit, I should. He'll play anything, but like you'll see him play Marvel too. There was nothing I could do about that. This shit. Yeah. There was nothing I could do. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Fickle.
Shoot. I just hope they put McConnell in 6. I think she would. I personally think like if they put her in 6, she'd be the best character in the game. But I always say that. Yep.
You did it again.
I did it again. It's this character. The character like makes me want to go. This character makes me want to go in. This is one of those characters like I kind of like got to be on it. But I learned that in third strike you can't always go in. Sometimes you gotta like choose your spots with her. On to our next topic. Did you care that Kiki Palmer scrapped the interview with Jonathan Majors?
Damn.
Or you didn't know about that either?
So what was the next topic?
Did you that Kiki Palmer scrapped this? She had an interview with Jonathan Majors on a podcast, and they scrapped it because a lot of women didn't like the fact that she had Jonathan Majors on, and so they scrapped it. So it was like, did you care about that?
She had an interview and they scrapped it because of why?
Because I guess there was some audio that came out about Jonathan Majors like admitting that he kind of like strangled the woman or like hit her.
The white woman, right?
The white woman.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, so he always was an abuser or some shit like that. And I guess, and he's been on a kind of like press run for his movie that's been coming out, which a lot of people say he's very good in it, but a lot of people just like kind of like, goddamn. A lot of people has been like calling him an abuser or some shit like that, or like not giving him grief or leeway or some shit like that. So I was wondering, like, how you feel about that?
I mean, if he admitted that he did the shit, it's not coming. It's coming from somewhere. But at that point, you're gonna choose if you're going to support him or not. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's done his dirt already. You know, the situation was the situation, and in no way am I trying to like condone like domestic violence or whatever. But at the same time, I'm not gonna knock somebody for canceling him for that reason. You feel me? So I just feel like, you know, different folks, different strokes. You're either gonna cancel him at this point or you're not. You know, look at how many niggas still fucking play Chris Brown music, and look at how many people still be like, he beat Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was gonna dash him. You thought about it.
Told you, pick your spots.
You definitely
This
thought
is why
about
you like playing me though, because I'm not just gonna. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
My
like,
bad. Was you finished?
yeah, but like, I guess it's one of those. You either fuck with him or you don't. I don't think
Okay.
that shit's gonna stop his bag.
So I'm gonna take your word and I'm gonna go with not you, but fickle. But I also want to say there's a lot of women that never believed Jonathan Majors in the first place. So I felt like that was just them waiting to say aha, because there are some people who's just like fuck him entirely, like just didn't like him just to not like him. Like they didn't really have a reason, but they was like hoping on something. Even like you saw the video of him running from the white girl, and like and even in the audio, there was no context of why he didn't hit her because she was probably abusive before. But we're not going to put no words on that. I'm not going to put here and there. I think there's a lot of people that just didn't want to see him win, and surprisingly, as women, it was just like for some reason I don't get it. But I've seen y'all forgive people for doing this. Hell, Dana White, the um the guy that runs UFC, also hit his wife. No one gives a fucking damn. But then
He
again,
did that shit in public.
yeah, I know. And I don't want like I don't even want to make this a race thing, but it just it oozes it. And like
I know what you're trying to say. Basically, black men get punished 2 times harder for the same shit white men they fucking slap the wrist for.
yeah, and
Yeah.
for those who thinking because there's a lot of people that's going to say it. Oh, you just want like the same leeway that white men get for abusing. I said no, that's not it. That is far from it. If he did it, I will tell you he did it, and he's a piece of shit for it. But there's a lot of y'all that just hold on to shit. That even when a person is trying to improve and redeem himself, there's a lot of y'all that just will not let shit go. Especially like even like he doesn't do it for years. Like the shit was like 10 years old. Y'all wouldn't let the shit go. The guy that did what was that? What was that movie? He was in the Great Debaters. The guy that was in the Great Debaters, and he got accused of raping somebody or molestation, and to come to find out it wasn't true, and it kind of like ruined his press run.
Yeah, I know
Oh
what you're
shit,
talking
that
about.
reaches. Oh shit, I'm still alive. Oh shit, his name's gonna pop up. But yeah, it's just like it's not that we don't want to. It's not that I don't want to see like black people get the same slap on the wrist that white men get, but I do think if actually it's the complete opposite because y'all be letting some of these white people go for heinous attacks, and black people we can barely like jaywalk without us getting a full book. So there is that kind of bothers me about this. And it's just like, and I think for some reason, and this is our black women, and I'm not bashing black women. This is our black women. They still don't like the fact that him and Megan Good got married. But no one ever watched. I don't think a lot of people watched the Breakfast Club when he said, "I had to prove myself worthy of her." And the way he talked about Megan, and you want to call this an act or not, the way he talked about Megan, you could tell there's a lot of sincerity. Like, yo, she's fucking dope, and like she done went through this shit. So what do you? And I was like, what do you expect him to do? Like, of course he was going to wanted to propose and marry her because usually when a man, as the Bible say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So he saw wife material in her, and like, of course, he's going to pop the question. So, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just optimistic, or I believe that some people deserve second chances. This is America, but There's I don't know. There's some people I feel like, and I understand. There's some people that that's never going to be in people. They're always on the side eye. Like everybody, I know a lot of people. A lot of people going to side eye Will Smith. A lot of people's going to side eye people like Bill Cosby. Like just because they did this one thing, a lot of people still side eye Chris Brown, even though it's been years. And then like there's more to it than just um him putting his hands on Rihanna. But shit, you know, like you said, people just gonna choose they who they fuck with or not. But
Yeah, it's literally picking and choosing. We all do it. So I don't know why when we say it, people make
I
it seem
thought
like
I
it's an
jumped.
issue. Everybody picks and chooses. Everybody does it.
Okay. Any last words before? Oh, as far as oh yeah, as far as Kiki Palmer go, it's like, look, you're a grown ass woman. You do what you want to do, but I don't think. I think if anything, you shouldn't have scrapped the interview. I think if anything, you could have helped. It could have helped this brother, especially since you like um it, especially since he's doing a press run or something like that. Obviously, you put him on for the reason. You shouldn't let other people like dictate how you're going to run your show.
I mean,
So
that's true too, but I feel like she made her choice. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is, and that's just what it is. There's other people you can have interviews with. Like fucking Jennifer Hudson was singing his motherfucking praises, so it's not everybody. I'm sorry, Ray.
why did I think that was going to work? It's it's cool. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even. I'm not even mad at that. But shit. Yeah. Any last words before we move on to our final topic?
uh, don't do the crime. What about white on white crime?
What about white on white? What about white on white crime? I just, you know what I just realized? I don't use a Bari Tosanami on this. I use Shay Juice. So choose it. It's the better ultra. See, that's that third striking. That's that third striking. Oh, yeah. Before we move on, what did you think about Elena's design for six?
It looks fine to me. I don't really.
I hate
I
her
mean,
face.
I guess the only thing that I'm gonna say is that it's a lot of forehead, and I guess folks ain't really used to having a lot of forehead. But she's an African woman from Kenya, so you're gonna see some forehead. I'm just glad she still kept the big ass feet. That's all I wanted.
It's the hair. I was thinking, is it the face? No, it's the hair.
Now I think it's
It's
the
what
hair because of the fact that it showcases a lot of the forehead. But I don't know. She looks fine to me. I'm not complaining.
everything else. I was like, yes, yes, yes. Like she's giving it. She's giving it. But the hair, I don't know. It was the one joint where she turned around. You see her face. The back there. And but other than that, it was like she looked like she animates really well. So I was like, but then I say June 5th. I said, God damn.
I mean, improvements can be made, but I think she looks fine. Me personally.
You know what it is? Because I think Capoeira is hard to animate in 2D. And I know like other games have done it, like King of Fighters, but even in Third Strike, the game that she's in, they had to gyroscope that.
Yeah, I mean that's understandable, but at the same time, this is Capcom we're talking about. They're good
Yeah.
at animations. So I don't know if it's just that, but I think she looks fine. I genuinely don't have a complaint. Damn, Ray.
The
Damn,
movie wanted to
Ray.
come out.
Damn, Ray.
I was like, why is the movie coming? So I just did it raw. Was,
Damn.
you know what it is? Because 5 and 6, the controls are so loose that sometimes you could just not even try to do it and it'll hit you with the special, which I hated, by the way, but I guess I got adjusted to it. And here, I gotta fucking, I gotta make sure the controls. Oh shit! This is why. Oh man, because I had that shit one twice. Uh, all right, now on to a final topic, and I guess it's the whole meat and potatoes thing. Um, what do you know about the Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf uh situation that's going on?
I was pretty much following it from the beginning. I do know that the young brother Carmelo was approached about a seat by the two gentlemen, and you know there was a refusal on the brother's part to like move his seat. So I believe that the report said, you can quote me if I'm wrong, that they that like he warned them at first. You know what I'm saying? He gave a warning. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, the Austin kid stepped to him, and then Carmelo reacted accordingly. And there were eyewitness reports of people saying that that Anthony was the what's his name, Anthony or Austin?
The black kid is Carmelo Anthony.
No, I know not. I'm confusing the names. The white kid's name,
Austin Metcalf.
Austin. I keep saying Anthony. Well, I don't know why, but yeah, Austin stepped to him after the warning, so he reacted accordingly by stabbing him. You know what I'm saying? And while it's unfortunate that a life was lost over something so trivial as like a seat at a game, you gotta also understand the implications of somebody stepping to you in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can sit there and say that he overreacted, maybe so, but when it comes to defending yourself, there kind of isn't any rules. You feeling what I'm saying? And also, let's stop fronting. If the roles were motherfucking reversed, y'all would be motherfucking defending the fuck out that white boy, sending motherfucking GoFundMe's. Y'all did it for less.
Cough, cough. Kyle Rittenhouse. Cough,
Kyle
cough.
fucking Rittenhouse. So it's just hilarious that there's a white lash when we've seen the behavior of these people for years. I'm not buying it. I'm standing 10 toes down for our brother Carmelo
Good
Anthony.
shit.
He did nothing motherfucking wrong, and you can argue with your mama about it.
I'm not surprised for the white people that's done it because white people have they are the epitome of throwing stones and hiding their
Hiding
hands.
their hand.
They are the epitome of throwing stones and hiding their hands. They will always be the ones, and it's been shown in history, and it's been on tape, and it's always like they will start the shit, and as soon as the black person will buck up, motherfuckers, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. It's like, where was all about them?
Yeah, keep
Like,
going. I'm
where
gonna
was
go
all
get
that?
my food real quick.
Okay, while you do that, I'm gonna read this report while you get your food. For those that hold on, let me I think you can see the screen. Call it. Let me make sure. I'm gonna just pop the screen up a little bit. We for those of you that want to know what happened, or if you've been living under a rock. Anthony, 17, the black kid, was in charge of murder, stabbing a 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet last week. This is from Fox 4 News website. The family on Saturday announced that they had hired a new attorney to represent Anthony in Monday's hearing. Spokesperson who is not connected with the case asked what could be expected by Monday morning. What to say? Obviously, in this case, there's not a criminal history, so that's going to weigh in his favor to lowering a bond. Attorney Toby said the judge will consider the defendant is a flight risk, so the defense attorney is going to put on family members that can show that he had lived for some years in Frisco, that his family's there. It's not a flight risk. And he has what they call ties to the community. The prosecution will also get the chance to speak the first time they went up against attorneys New Howard. He's a very experienced criminal lawyer, does a lot of trials. He's very good. So that was a good decision, I believe, the family's part to get an experienced criminal lawyer. Okay. That's about the lawyer. Um, 17-year-old Alton Metcalf was killed at the UIL District 115A track meet at Kukino Stadium. The police said the student from Centennial High School in Frisco, 17-year-old Carmela, stabbed Metcalf in the chest during the fight. An arrest for a report for Anthony said that Anthony told a school resource officer that Metcalf put his hands on him after the officer mentioned others that he had the alleged suspect in custody. Reporters states that Anthony said, "I'm not alleged, I did it." The report states that Anthony also asked the officer, "Is he going to be okay?" And he asked what would happen, as if what would happen could be considered self-defense. Witnesses told police that Anthony was sitting on a Memorial High School tent and was told to leave. Anthony told Metcalf, "Don't touch me, or touch me and see what happens." One witness told police that Metcalf then pushed
I'm
Anthony.
switching on my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay. One witness told police that Metcalf then pushed Anthony to get him out the tent, and Anthony reached into a bag and stabbed him. Anthony was arrested and is now charged for first-degree murder. He is in Collie County Jail on a $1 million bond. Goddamn. Um, a memorial service was held on April 12th at Hope Fellowship Frisco East. The family held a proper burial at the memorial service. In lieu of flowers, families encouraged donations to a scholarship in honor of Austin Metcalf. Outside the church, some were wearing football jerseys. Metcalf was a member of Frisco Memorial High School football team and was voted MVP last season. He was also a member of the track and field team. Jeff Metcalf is described Austin as an honest student, natural leader, talented athlete. That was about Austin Metcalf. Okay. By the numbers. As of Saturday, a fundraiser to Give Send Go had brought in more than 389,000. It has a goal of 450. Earlier this week, the fundraiser goal was set to 350. The message from Anthony's family reads, "This is official support from Carmelo Anthony and his families during his challenging and difficult times. The narrative being spread is false, unjust, and harmful. As a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for your support during this trying period. Your prayers and assistance mean more to us now more than ever." The fundraising has generated outrage on social media, calling the platform to stop allowing donations. Okay. Um. Okay. Like I said, I'm not surprised about what the Caucasians think of this because I feel like um I expected it from him. Now, uh, the part that even though I shouldn't be shocked, but it still gets under my skin, is the bootlicking blacks that conservative blacks that was doing this story, and all of them was basically taking the side of the white guy. like I shouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, like I'm not. It's just it still kind of like ticks me off because the amount of bootlicking I've heard from conservatives is insurmountable. But the one that I think pissed me off the most was Charleston White, and Charleston White is a known troll, but like he's also a hypocrite. But he was doing the most bootlicking out of all of them, and the fact that he was trying to compare it to Trayvon Martin even more pissed me off. And not only that, it's just like tried to make Trayvon Martin worse than what he was. Uh, Again, look like this is just a highlight where it says you just another ghetto B word defending a thug black boy. Like the kid is a 4.0 honor student for those that don't know. So the fact that you're trying to like um
Racialized.
this is yeah, who was that? Dion? Oh no, that was father.
No, that's
Yeah,
me. I'm back.
yeah. The fact that you trying to make him seem like a thug when he is not is just like that's some extreme bootlicking right there. Uh,
Yeah, man.
Even
The
like talking
coonery
about
is
it,
fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the coonery is crazy because this is an open and shut case. I don't know about you. As soon as they said that the Austin kid fucking started it, that's when I knew it's like, all right, bro. Enough said.
right? And that should have, I said to me, that should have been an opening shot case. That should have been an open shot case because black people, we do warn you. We don't just, I don't know why people think black people just react to shit. We give out warnings. We're the main ones to give out warnings. All right. Especially when we say, all right, now, you want to keep trying. It's like something going to happen. It's just like, or, fuck around and find out. Or, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Black people always giving out warnings. And then, and like I said, white people are just habitual line steppers. And then when they step over that line, the motherfucker, and then they gonna start crying. They start crying when like someone actually do stuff to you. You shocked. It's just why are you shocked? You stepped over that line. You should expect what's coming to you. Like quick story. Like this happened in AI, and um, father knows this story, but we was playing. We was I forgot. I think we was playing Naruto. They was playing Naruto in the lounge, and one dude he's like white Brazilian, and the other dude he's black, but he's like autistic. We call him Ed. He's been on the podcast before. We call him Ed. Um, them two don't like each other, but they always play games in the lounge and all that other stuff. And I think Ed was beating the white Brazilian dude, and the white Brazilian dude said something to Ed, which got both of them jumped up and like about to get into some fisticuffs. Now, granted, Ed is like he a big boy. He's not like no strong no scrawny dude. He's a big boy. I felt like if he would have swung on him, he would have definitely like put some autistic hands
He would
on.
have knocked that nigga the fuck out. Let's be honest.
Yes, he would have knocked him the fuck out. So I'm in the middle of it, and I calmed them both down because I don't want to get swung on. One, but two, I tell them all the time they pay tuition. So after I set them both down, Ed went to the other side, and he told me I'd have stabbed him. He was like he was on that type of timing. I said, "Well, I'm glad you didn't." It was like, but go over there, calm down. And then I talked to the white Brazilian dude, and I was like, because he started it, and I was like, now why would you get him all riled up like that and starting it? Like, what if he would have whooped your ass? And he goes, if he would have whooped their ass, I'd have called the police or sued them. And I go, that's a bitch move. He was like, I didn't touch him. I was like, you started it though. And it's just like, why would you do that? And that's how I feel like most of these people are. Like, you start shit. You was like, especially the white boys. I'm not trying to put none or anything, but I guarantee you going over there, you wasn't trying to like calmly escort them off. You wanted to do something. You big and you and letting people know like this ain't we ain't our ancestors. Respectfully saying this, we ain't our ancestors. You already seen it. There's one dude he choked the slam a grand old lady at a Popeyes for calling them N word or did something racist to him. I was for that. I've seen a lot of joints where white people just like try black folks, call them an N word, call them some racist, and then when they act up on them, all of a sudden you shouldn't be doing that to him. It's like you should have been running your mouth. You should have been talking shit. A lot of these a lot of these kids, yeah, we call them crash outs, but a lot of them they have reasonable crash outs. They don't crash out over nothing. Especially if you're trying to fuck with them, they wouldn't do that. And also, like, I know a lot of people was like, why did he have a knife on him? I was like, the man can't have a knife on him? Is there a law saying that you can't have a knife on him? It's just like, again, y'all had motherfucking, I know white boys that keeps guns on them all the fucking time in open carry law states and all that other stuff. And they go to places where, like, even though even though they're rightful laws, like why are you bringing these guns in? You obviously you're bringing big distractions, and most of the time they're doing it just to fuck the police, just to show them they can do that. Like it's like a power move or some shit like that. Which really y'all just being a bunch of dicks. But like I never liked that shit. I really never liked that shit. Um,
Nah, I definitely 100% agree with you there, Ray. These folks, like, they throw rocks and hide their hands, even nature. You feel what I'm saying? These motherfuckers will walk into a lion den and then shoot the lion when the lion's trying to defend his territory. You feel me? Like, these are the type of people that we're dealing with. So, yeah, like, again, I support our boy Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna support him. Bro, this is the kind of like my OJ case. That nigga innocent. No, send me that. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo Anthony is innocent. Fund his GoFundMe. This is a 4.0 GPA student. So I definitely feel like he reacted in the moment. And, again, it's unfortunate that Austin lost his life. Like, none of us are here condoning that a life was lost. But fuck around and find out, Fuck around and find out. She's literally broke.
I'm a basically my final words is going to be this video. Basically, I don't know if y'all ever seen a pride of hippos just jump an alligator, but but okay. Uh, but there was a national Geographic. God damn it! There was a National Geographic story about an alligator that was fucking with it. Here you go. Make sure I got everything right. There was basically fucking with a baby hippo, and all the other hippos saw that and they jumped his ass. Just
On the river, a young hippopotamus was suddenly attacked by a crocodile. Immediately, the noise and chaos caught the attention of a nearby herd of hippos. Without hesitation, the entire herd stormed into the water like a furious storm. With their strength and unity, they launched a fierce attack on the crocodile,
as you can see,
seemingly determined not to let the
there's a
predator
whole
escape
herd
its
of
fate.
hippos, and they're just
On the
jumping the
river,
fuck out
a
of
young
this.
hippopotamus
They
was
jumped the fuck
suddenly
out of the
attacked by a
alligator
crocodile.
and turned that alligator into gator boots and pimped out Gucci suits. Like they did not play. All right, but this happens in nature. Like imagine this as like as us as black people. Like when you fuck with one of us, you gonna fuck with others. That's why that Alabama boat brawl was so like joyful to us because you saw a bunch of people that didn't know each other and fuck up people that was just fucking with other people and shit. When he threw that cap up, that was it. So, any last words before we move on to our final thoughts? Oh wait, he already said it. Final, yeah. Father, final thoughts on you.
I love weed. I don't know where I will be without weed. It's one of the greatest God-given natural remedies ever given to us. You can make so much shit with it instead of smoking it. It's so crazy. The thing I like about this I just want to give a shout out to marijuana. They play shout like out to you. All his songs. That's my final thought. I like on the show, like they play all.
Go play video games. Go play what makes you happy. That's my final thoughts. Go play video games. Go do whatever that makes you happy today, and stay drama free. And that's all I'm gonna just say today. I done said enough. I would like to thank Father for jumping on here as usual. I'd like to thank all of y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is You Know What? Let me just say podcast, and we are signing out. Peace.
Also, Ray, before you end, I will be coming back to play more Street Fighter. So let me just finish this.
All right, do what you gotta do.